All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we got to say this in our language of what have I been brought up to and my beliefs of my ancestors and my mom have brought me up into. Uh, we're going to start this little prayer before we do this episode of Dropping Dimes, sis. They have brought us back into the studio to do another show for the people that have the voiceless ones. So we're right here with the Outlaw. For all of you that do not know me, my name is Outlaw Shannon Hale, Two Shields. My sister gave me the name to represent her father, which I'm really honored. And Mashiach Okash in the Nuata means he's crazy. And I'm crazy behind the microphone. I'm tired of all this corruption that is going on back at Fort B, sis. So let's get it on, all right? Before we go into this prayer, uh, the people have been bothering us on our cell phones, our social media world and everything. And how you doing?
Oh, I'm fine. I let that slide by
Ah,
because
that's good. Not me. I'm ready to attack everything on it, and blow everything up. I'm good at that. Okay, before we get into the show, um, we're very grateful and thankful to give you guys this information. I have to put this out there. The holy men, all the followers, all the families that these guys were calling out, these are your leaders. They're taking you guys down a dark road. And I'm catching a lot of heat for it, but I'm going to keep rocking and rolling with it, whatever it goes. So before we do all this and information and everything, let's say this little prayer. Doshazi date makaba mazigirats ni wagirishes nachbagaho for all my people out there that are suffering and the innocent ones in this corruption, all the foster children, all the elders that do not have a voice, all the ones, even the ones that are trapped in this, that are doing all this heartache to us. There's a lot of darkness on our reservation, Creator and Mother Earth, and all my ancestors. I reach out to you in this prayer through the microphone to wake our relatives up now, to stand up, especially the ones younger than me. And I'm putting my prayer out there to all of you, and for all of you, and for those ones that are trapped in that corruption. My father and my mother did not raise me like that. I've learned it. I've groomed myself with them. I know everything about them. And I'm right here to educate all you younger ones, along with my sister who has educated me on all of this. We are hurting our own people. And for the ones that are suffering, the innocent ones. So take this and pray for Emily Pike and all of the families and all the missing murdered Indigenous women. All of them, even the men. We need to come together if we're going to say unity. It's time to warrior up, and it's hard to do at times. My tears behind the microphone you cannot see. Only the Creator, Mother Earth, and the ancestors and who is in this building is with me. That's what it's about. I'm here to fight for my younger generations that don't understand it. I'm there for the foster children that have lost their families. I'm there for the elders that don't have a voice back home. I'm here for all of you, even you corrupted ones, to wake you up. To stop it now. Knock it off. We have to do things right. I'm here to educate you, and the educator is here beside me. And her name is Belle Chase. You all respect her now. She's trying to do the best to wake you up. She's not trying, she's doing it. I love my sister, and she's doing the best to wake us all up. So, that is my prayer, and that is the warrior's cry. I cry out loud with my tears behind this microphone. I throw down the thunder and lightning to wake you all up now. All of you want me to come home and protest and get the petition. I need your help. My phone, my social media is blowing up with positivity and negativity. That's why I wear the black and white. I'm a Hioka. And I got the head Hioka sitting beside me, educating you all what's going on in the dark. Let's bring it to the light now and make it work. We are the people of our reservation back home on the Fort Berthold people. Hear my hurt. Hear my cry. Please. Now we're going to get it on. And we're going to throw it down. The truth of what's really going on. I'm going to turn this microphone over to my sister. I'm going to sit in my straight jacket and put my spit mask on. And I'm going to shut the hell up and listen. And I'm going to take my mask off. And when she gives me that opportunity, you all be ready. So, to all the ones there that support the Outlaw and his sister, we just want to say, Niwa Gidishids, Mods Gidads, Nukbago Ho. We are grateful and thankful. We're putting our own money into this. No one is supporting us but the people of the Willows. And it's hard because we're starving, we're hungry, we're trying to do it. We are. I'm doing my best, you people. I need your help. I can't do this alone. The ancestors are leaning on you now. It's on you. I have 5,648 listeners on my Outlaw's Hideout. This is going to boost it more now. I need your help. I am the voice for you all that don't have a voice, especially the ones that are caught in this at the tribal building that want to get out of it. I am there for you. I love you all. Even if you don't like me, even if you disagree with me, even if you think I'm picking on your so-called leader up there, I love you. I'll put it out there all the time on social media because that's the only way they're showing me how to fight back with you all. It's not about the fight. It's about to stop and take care of all of our people. When are you going to get there? Huh? When are you going to wake up? Doesn't it show through all the death? All the innocent ones, all the ones that work in the tribal building that don't get that cool kid BS or whatever you want to call it. What's wrong with my people, Creator and Mother Earth and ancestors? What's wrong with them? I'm ready to give up, you all. I don't know how to explain it no more to you all. So at this time, this prayer will end. I hope you can feel me through the speakers. Whatever you're at, on your phone, wherever you're at, please, y'all, from MHA Nation, wake up now. You younger ones, y'all want to say the old way, then start walking it. Because I'm watching you, and I'm only 1,000 miles away in the mountains. I'm looking down on all of you. You need to come and stand with me now. I need you. Warrior up now, all of you, my younger generations. I love you all. You take care now. We're going to do this show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here. And I want you guys all to know, if you hear me, my tears and my roar and my laughter and my humor and everything and every emotion that I put behind this microphone, it's because what they give me. They give me the microphone to give you guys humor, love, discipline, humbleness, everything that we're missing today. Social media takes us over. It overpowers us. AI, whatever it is now these days, we're losing our identity. Some of us are even getting pushed out because of our identity, of our own identity of people. And that is sad. We're not the only reservation and reserve that is out there. These Native American issues, these First Nation issues, I'm not educated like most of these guys that are in the legislation and all that. All I know is I'm educated what I'm going to give you guys right now. I want to say the F word a lot, but we won't say it because my sister explained it to me all the way over here. If I had long hair, she'd be pulling it right now. But she had that ear to grab, and she grabbed it all right, but in a humorous way, in a humbling way. Because this, I truly believe back home, if you guys want to educate yourselves, my sister, she's got all this stuff, and we got websites for you guys to look it up. So educate yourselves through her now, okay? Because that's how I'm doing it. And I'm gonna turn it over now. I'm gonna be quiet a little bit here. So go ahead, sis. How you doing today? Let me introduce you first before we start. How do you say your Indian name again?
My shoe is.
Masha, you it's Niwa Giddishes, Mazda Giddas for coming up here. And I know it's hard for you. I know it's hard for you to get that microphone attitude on and to hear your voice behind the microphone, but don't be shy. You're doing it, sis. Please, you're really
Oh,
doing it. Your brother's so
mm.
proud of you. And we're gonna take over. I'm gonna sit back and listen now. So introduce yourself and let them know what the hell's going on out there in this goddamn world that's going on.
Okay. Thank you for the prayer and thank you for all your words and all your encouragement. Um, I've just been doing a lot of research for, like I said, like over 5 years now. You know that. So, more and more people are coming to us with issues and bringing things to light. And it's the people that are marginalized and they don't have a voice. They maybe work there, live there. They have family that live there and work there. And so, with that being said, a lot of people can't really speak up. So we're here to provide that voice. And yes, a lot has transpired since we've been doing these podcasts. We did 3 podcasts. We've been threatened and, um, we've been gaslighted, I guess you could say. But, that's because people don't want us to get the truth out there. And all what we're saying here is all based on their own actions. So it's nothing like we didn't come up with this out of thin air and start writing about these guys doing the stuff that we wanted them to do. It's all stuff that's documented by tribal resolution, authorizing the chairman to spend all this money and make all of these investments on behalf of the people, and then the people don't know anything about these investments, and no one certainly doesn't see any of the revenue either, as well.
All right.
Um, just here to tell the stories of people that are um are affected by the Tribal Business Council indifference. Dedicated tribal employees there. You know of some that have been contacting you and telling you, stories of they're just they're just demoralized in a toxic work environment, and they tell all of the things that they see going on and that they don't agree with, and that they really like what we have to say, and they know what we're saying is true, and they verify what we say. um and they just let us know, and for them, I thank them for coming forward.
All right, sis. I can agree with that. I even have the councilman calling me, wanting to know what the heck is going on, and I don't agree with them. They're on their own, They did what they did to our people. I'm here for those ones, like I said, the foster children, the ones that don't know what's going on, the elders, and I'm sticking it out there. I'm gonna fight my fight with them, and if they do that, that curses on them, whatever they do to me and my family and friends, and you, and because we're being honest and truthful, we're just as crazy as they are, and we're the black and white, and me and my sister don't even plan on it half the time. When we come, we got white on or black, and that's why we're coming in to this world that we're talking about with all of you. We want you to know the truth. And sis, you're ready to show the gift that you have and the research that you have been doing. So I'm gonna put my tape back over my mouth and let you go. So here you go. Here you go, people.
Yeah, well, we're just trying to get word out there, utilizing social media and all the platforms, like you said, to try to get awareness, to things that are actually the things that are actually happening on Fort Berthold. Our council is doing a lot of things that even the people there on Fort Berthold have no idea of, or first time they've ever heard of anything like that. So we're just giving our unfiltered opinion on tribal corruption, and we'll just take them all, big and small,
All
and
right,
see
go ahead,
what they
start it
do.
out. What do you got? What do you want to start with? What you got
I'm
written
gonna
down?
start with that Christmas on the Strip. Do you remember we had
Yes, I definitely do, and I'm gonna be quiet until you're done, until you give me the okay to tear this up.
that Christmas on the Strip? Before we had mentioned that there was an exclusive party going on down in on Las Vegas parking lot, or the territory that they bought down there. Nobody knew what was going on. Nobody knew who was involved. Now here it is. We had we have proof that we it was a tag team productions, and they were engaged by the chairman, and it was shows in the resolution there in the wording that he was authorized to spend as much as 750,000. But then also, and it's kind of confusing too, because in that same resolution they had $875,000. So there's still a lot of money for one night on the Strip. It was Christmas on the Strip, I said. And we have tribal resolution for that.
All right, well, that was just for them, while the rest of them stayed home and got a $50 card and a turkey or whatever they got. You know,
Remember, they were lined up for hours.
they were lined up for hours waiting for them. Like, what is our world coming to, people back home at MHA Nation? Are we going to be sellouts, or are we going to live the colonizer's the way, or the oppressor's way of life? Or are we going to be good to our people and be good to our homelands, and open our eyes now? Because uh, this is hard to say, each and every one of us. We remember how I'm talking we and us. It's not about I, you, me. It's we and us. We have to remember that, people. These families that are up here and doing all this corruption that my sister's going to unleash on you guys here, um, overlook what I'm doing. I'm picking on those ones that you all voted in. That's their jobs. They're supposed to hear the people. Instead, they're hearing their greed, their power, their authority. And I'm not with that, okay? Get with it. I have to put this out there, gang. Otherwise, they're going to keep doing it, keep doing it. Do not come at me sideways, family members. The fight ain't with you. It's fight for the foster children, the ones that get sexually abused, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I'm there for the elders that can't even get help with the insurance, that can't even go off the reservation to live. You have to remember now, even if you're doing that corruption or whatever, you're their politic bunnies. It's all about that. And I have to put it out there like that, but I like that. Politic bunnies. So, okay, sis, I'm gonna step away from this microphone for a minute. I'm not leaving you. I'm right here.
No, well, you can just keep on with the politic bunnies. They were all golfing down there at the.
Yeah, they were all golfing
Tell
that
them
talk.
about that.
Okay, before we get information, my humor going to take over. These politician bunnies that I call, they were all down at Talking Stick, and I seen the white shoulder rep shirt tighter and heck on him, like it was ready to go down. Then I see the guy that fall off the golf cart, and he's standing there like he's all golfing it. Then I see the rest of them guys. I'm like, you guys are just grooming our younger ones how to be corruptive and be sneaky. All right, we're gonna bring all this to the light. We're gonna bring it into a humorous way too, also. So you guys all know me back home too. So I'm gonna tear these guys up, and I don't care. I don't care. That's the way, because we're all equal. And I laugh at White Shield Representative and his chairman, because these guys, they go on and hit on women that are young as their daughters are. What the hell is wrong with these guys? They don't have any respect for your people, especially for our Native American ladies. All right, and we're gonna hit on that, and all that stuff. So these guys, a lot of these ladies that work in there, sis, I feel sad for them, because this guy goes around, hits on them, tries to offer them this and that, and all these guys letting it go by. They lost their respect, they lost their identity, and we're gonna keep hacking on them though, and they don't understand that the gift and the power I have. I'm gonna reach more and more with your help, with adding this, dropping dimes, people. We're gonna air it hopefully this week if we can get it out there right away. Monday, tomorrow morning, if we can, to get these guys out there and let them know right now. And all this corruption that is going on. I mean, this is all based on corruption, but I'm gonna make the humorous out of it my best I can. So, before in my first episodes, when you started doing all this with me, I would get so damn mad, and I would get so, and now I can sit back and understand and make the humor of it now. So, you ready?
Yeah,
Okay.
well, have have a laugh at this next
Okay.
dime.
Okay.
There's a dime for you. They had the Northern Badlands Indian Rodeo Association. Well, they had a firm by the name of Figley or Whipfly or something. They did this audit on them from the period of January 1st, 2018 through January 31st of 2021, and it was with that Cornerstone Bank. They had a couple accounts there, number 753 and 953. They had no bank statements or any kind of records or anything that they could really find or anything, no control or anything of who had anything. Lenny Abrams was the contract officer. Jim Baker is the MBAIR treasurer, Northern
Yeah.
Badlands Indian Road, and Sadie Youngbird was the secretary. Well, there's this Perry Rose Chapin. She used her position of trust and control and knowledge of like internal control environment and to transact 53 unauthorized transactions for her personal benefit. The transactions represent a direct loss to the organization in the amount of $77,056. Northern Badlands Indian Rodeo Association incurred an additional loss in the amount of $530 for a return check and overdraft fees due to the lack of funds from Chapin's unauthorized activity. So, in other words, like she drained the bank account, and when the check came, a check that was legitimate went out, and they found out that they had no money in the bank and overdrafted 530.
Okay. Okay. Take a little breather on that. Let me take over because I'm coming. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. We even got our cowboy politician bunnies right there for you. All right. And, that's part of the casino that falls on Spencer Wilkinson and the rest of his little regime over there. So, Spencer Wilkinson, listen up. You know you're messing up over there. You're using your authority over there in a wrong way and your power. All of you. You got that holy man over there, Brady, with you guys. His wife works right in there, so there's a lot of accountability, a lot of all disresponsibility, a lot of greed, a lot of selfishness, you name it. It's right there. We got the black and white for you people. And there it is right there, and they're using, and the sad thing is that this lady's not even from our reservation people.
But her husband works a casino manager, so who must have authorized all these checks to be cashed over there with?
That goes along with Pat Packinall also, because those are the two guns running over there. And what's wrong with you two? What's wrong? You guys are the same damn ages with me. God dang, you guys get with the program. Excuse me, say I'm not saying the Lord's name in vain or anything, but I got to quit that, And I understand one thing though. This is too much corruption, people, on everything, and they're mad at me, sis. I'm calling them all out. So,
Well,
but
look, Jesus,
it says it right here in front of us, and we're not lying, people. You guys got to go over there and question Spencer Wilkinson and Pat Packinall because this is way too much. And I'm gonna say it, gas station down in Bismarck is, got us. That guy's making millions and billions off of us. And he never grew up over there. and all that. And Pat Pack and all, for him, I'm just gonna be honest. Ranchman's making a killing off you guys over there. He's over there every damn night. Go check him out. Have him buy you guys some supper and everything. He wants to give all those machine cowboys and everybody all that's NFR Vegas. Y'all need to be aware now. They're trying to move everything down to Vegas now.
Oh yeah,
Okay, and I think we should hit on that. Do we have anything on that?
yeah. There was the RML architects. I think that's what they call them, the chairman's architect. They're man, they've got every building project that you can imagine that's happening on Fort Berthold or around Fort Berthold. They even have a plan for casino planned down there for that parking lot down there. You can look it up on their website, RML Architecture.
Okay, now since you're hitting on that too, they can't even pay these fitness buildings off back on the reservation. They're making these guys go through a check to see if they're like prisoners when they go to work at the tribal building. They have naming these buildings off B. Judy Brew, who's one of the biggest crooks on our reservation. Look what they're doing. Look what they're doing. They want to name a casino after your descendant, you know? And we don't agree with any of that, you guys. We don't. We don't. And you can't do a damn thing about it. And we're going to keep speaking on it.
Right, because I've heard that they're like all those big fitness centers that they're building in every segment, they're huge. They have every amenity that they can think of on there, but yet they can't finish them. There's not enough funds to finish them. That's the word. I haven't gotten any more information about that, but I'm just gonna put that out there because they said that there's a lot of them companies are pulling out.
Well, they're down in Vegas right now, coming back, flying in hungover or whatever. So you all need to wake up now. We're going to get this as fast as we can. It's all up to my editor right now, people, because this is a crunch of time for us now. We need to wake up, people.
You gotta look at who's in charge over there. This lady, Prairie Rose Chapin, she has been listed as contracts officer, but geez, it says according to the documentation that I saw, it said that she couldn't even maintain a basic accounting uh, record, and she's working at as a contracts person, and there was no records, no reconciliation of bank accounts, and they received over 49,115 dollars of support from the tribe. That's almost a half a million. And then
Yeah.
they said that of that there was 5,000 that wasn't deposited and can't
Okay.
be accounted for. So there you go. And it just goes on into detail about all these checks she wrote, and there was no vendor records. There was cash from the contestants, and then nothing, no records of that, so you couldn't tell what was paid. Some people have they have to report how much their winnings to the IRS, and so that kind of messes them up. Puts everybody in clear jeopardy. And then no clear, the board members, they didn't have no clear definition of duties or anything like that. No checks or balances. And this lady had access to all those checks. She was able to make them out, make deposits and transfers without detection. And like she was getting them cashed at the casino or through the casino. So like that happened a while back, yeah, but look, who knows about that?
Well, excuse me, but there's more to it. There's more to it. Take a break a little bit and get your next one lined up. We're letting all these politician bunnies and cowboy bunnies ride these broncs now. So here we go. Anyways, we're talking highly on dollars here. The ancestors are working hard, people. Information right here on Richard Mayer and his wife. Richard makes 250,000 besides what's written under the table. His wife making 100,000, 350,000 they make with the tribe that they say. But there's more to it. Then they got his stepdaughter that's not from our reservation. We all know it. Getting paid for her schooling while the real ones are out there really doing it. That's who I'm speaking for. Okay. And there's a lot of them. Bernie Fox, all those guys, they're making high dollar bucks, corrupting it all and doing it for themselves, not for the people. Spencer Wilkinson, you guys just heard it right there loud with this corruption of this rodeo thing and all this stuff right here, all of you. I do not care who you are, and we're coming hard at you guys from Twin Buttes also. Get ready, all right? So get ready, White Shoals, Partial, Newtown, Mandaree, Forebears. We're coming after you guys to wake you guys all up now, okay? It has to be done now. I got one of them back home wanting me to come home and to do the protest and the petition. I don't. We're gonna step into that next. That's the only. It's hard to say, people. That's all we have left. Don't give up the hope. Mashiach Okash is here for you all with his sister. And it ain't fun, but I'm doing the best I can. So, sis, what do you got next?
Well, I was just like, you mentioned that. Since you mentioned that, I was saying they say to go back home and change and create change. All we can do really is create awareness, and this is what we're doing. I mean, look at the people who ran against these guys that in this last election. Where are they? A lot of them were demoted. They were they had to take a drop in salary. Some of them, their families are all suffering repercussions.
Well, I want them to stand up now. Stand up with the outlaw, please, y'all. Come on now. Disagreement or not, if I fought with you guys on the street and we beat each other up, hey, that's in the it's in the past, all right. And let's start fighting for every one of that is the innocent ones. You need to go and look in within. I got a lot of people watching over there, and I got ancestors helping me. So a lot of this information we're airing out to all of you. Uh, I don't care about the names I'm mentioning. They're the public people that should be helping our people, but they're not doing it. They're helping themselves with golf tournaments down and talking stick, helping everybody out but their own people. Their own people. And that's what I'm getting mad about. I'm not about the damn money. I'm about those little ones that don't understand, that appear innocent. My elders that don't have a voice. My relatives my age, younger, whatever, especially those ones that had my mother's teaching in school. Where the hell are you at? We need you. You had the best teacher to teach you and your culture, your heritage, and all what you're about. Her son is calling you all out now. Warrior up. You sit at the drum, you all want to play Native American, but when it's time to do it, it's time now. Please, we need you. And remember, Niwa Gidishits. All right, sis, go ahead.
Well, yeah, they're like going on tribal plains, and I mean they're going on the plains, and there's like a whole tribal and entourage that are going to all these places to learn about tourism or whatever it is that they're doing. We never hear a report. I would like to hear a report back at least of what they've learned and how they've implemented it back to help with projects towards to the benefit of people. Like, okay, if they went to the res to 2025, that was just here, that just happened here, and it's like that's a high caliber um networking for team environments. You can go over there and check out all these different, if you're into native fashion or if you're into native entrepreneurship and doing a business, or you have all these different areas they're helping with people. And I was noticing on their agenda, they had a lot of different stuff. They had um the Tribe Alliance for Tribal Clean Energy and supporting self-determined um tribal energy sovereignty and stuff. And there's people that were talking about no cost clean energy development and funding for tribal nations, and indigenous power and light fund for energy sovereignty, tribal energy leaders fellowship. And I was just kind of wondering where we fit into that, and I'm just hoping that whoever, I'm sure they were there, because I did see MHA Nation was sponsoring a photo booth. That's about all I saw. I didn't see anything.
Wow. Well, they're all flying back in today. It's Sunday, and we're gonna let you guys know that you guys at the tribal buildings in each community now. Start questioning them. How was it? Did you really spend all our money really good? And do all that. Rub it in their face. Let them know. You guys got to start standing up now, please. The outlaw needs you. Mashiach loves you all. I'm there for you. I know you have to feed your families. I know everything. They help me. The ancestors is what I'm saying, people. If you're true to the Native American world, I don't understand why you don't understand me. And it's really hard, y'all. I'm really, the go be with the suicide angels and crawl back into my bottle, you all. But my sister says, nope, you got to do this. So we're here, people. And what else you got lined up?
Well, I was just talking about, like there's other things what you mentioned, Emily.
All right. Well, Emily, that really hit me hard. I'm glad you brought that up because this is going to touch on a lot of things that people. Why don't you have respect for me, people? Why don't you have respect for Dana Deegan? We suffered. Yeah, it came down to what has happened. We're not the best parents in this world, y'all. And Emily's father explained it best. Suffering is coming for him, but he will heal. Emily's story will not be forgotten. I am a storyteller. I will tell it for them. And everyone that doesn't have a voice. So for MHA, if y'all want to say all this to me and be mean to me, you lost your respect for the suffering for all of our families. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Me and my ex, we have moved on. We forgave each other and we have moved on and we're doing the best we can in this world. So Emily's story was really powerful for me, sister, when it hit. It brought all that trauma back up of baby Moses, which I have never got to tell my side, but I did in alcohol. And you were there to see me drowned in it. And you kept pulling me. Brother, don't. And this hurts to talk about it, but it feels beautiful too, because I know he's looking down on all of us, his sisters, his mom, his father, that is here with him. So I stay strong to all that. I don't know what the heck is going on with you all out there, but that should be a sacrifice for all of us Native Americans, as First Nations, as Indigenous, to pull together now. It's more than the Indigenous women that are missing. It's more than AIM. It's more and more of all those things, you all. There's a lot of dark medicine on us. Our holy men want to use dark medicine on our people. What have we come to? Think about that for a little bit, y'all. All right, sis, take it.
Well, yeah, it is true, and I am a direct descendant of Son of the Star, through my mother, Bertina Chase, or Waters Chase, and I just I just think that, there's a lot of unsolved murders that you haven't mentioned about on Fort Berthold as well too, and they're kind of more or less sometimes connected with the casino too.
Very true. I don't mean to break you up, but when you said that right there, look into casino. It's got sin right in it. This goes back to what you know what we're saying. We're sticking up for Olivia Lone Bear. She didn't have her family and them didn't really have the ability now that we have. You know, and Wyatt Smith's family too. We're gonna help you as best we know how. We're gonna keep digging in, Native American Anonymous right here for y'all. I mean, there goes my humor. I gotta
Well,
pull it.
they're offering rewards for them too. The $10,000 in Olivia's case, I know for sure. I don't know about Wyatt, but it's that goes back to tribal corruption there as well.
Wow, that belongs to Don White since she wants to be the head honcho cop over there and whatnot, and all those guys. And if it gets down to it, we'll keep mentioning names if they think, well, they're paying for it. Yeah, with the Mandan Hidatsu money, not a Rickrell money, y'all people.
Well, if you can't produce proper documentation for a murder or potential murder or throwing someone from a moving car, I think that a person would look around and do all the proper documentation. But since they didn't, that's why nobody can help that family.
Okay, right there. When I do this, give me a break. Okay. All right. Well, where in the heck is this yellow bird lady, that's missing murder lady? She's not on these cases. She's worried about nailing Tex Hall. Why don't she nail on all those guys that were under Tex Hall's regime on that when they signed that drilling? They were all on there. Fred Fox, all of them, Mervyn Packnall, BGD Blue, all those guys. And but we're gonna get back to this. Olivia, Lone Bear family, in prayer with you all. Wyatt Smith, don't, we're there for you. Okay. We're going to do the best we can to get on episodes. That's our awareness for these, our family from back home who's missing and what happened to him. We have that, Mosset boy too. What was his name? The,
Daniel.
Daniel. We want to work on his story too and get them help and get them some kind of relief in their world. Maybe they're set all right. I don't know what's going on, but we just want to mention these names that I don't think have got a fair share. Where's our BIA cop? Where's our where are those people that put those badges on and protect and serve our people and our communities instead of protecting the elite of the Native American, and when they bark, and say do this, do that, and all that, and they're there. So it's just the reality of what we have learned as Native American from the colonization of this oppressor's world. These guys have groomed themselves to be a corrupted, educated man, woman. They have been corrupted in this religion. They have been corrupted to make these guys follow them. I'm really hurt because my daughter, my youngest, is, you know, she's on the reservation learning this. My niece and them, all of them, they're learning this corruption. So something needs to be done, and I'm gonna load this next horse up. All right, what's this horse called now? And what you got lined up on paper? This horse is called. Here you go.
Okay, well, I just wanted along just to shout out to that Chance Rush. He did I saw him on YouTube. They did a interview with him, and I thought he was pretty well spoken, and I thought it was pretty cool to see someone
Go
there. So shout out to Chance Rush for his
Go
nice representation for MHA Nation.
What about that other young man, McKinsey, or what was his name? Now he talked to you and left us that powerful message or two. His voice is not being heard. We're getting pushed off Facebook. We can't be heard, people. But that doesn't stop the narrative for us to keep fighting. The light is there, people, but the outlaw and his sister, the wild one, that's wilder than him and crazier than him. We're calling out for all of you ones that understand what is really going on. Now, don't be shy. Don't, if you want something aired, the outlaw's here to do it for you all. All right. So,
Oh yeah, well, you gotta just keep a watch out for them, just keep looking around. I look out, um, I Google a lot, and I'm a legal secretary by trade, so research is second nature to me. So I just find things that are of interest, and I just noticed recently on that Section 17, our favorite bone to pick on, they did another thing where they transferred 8,600,000 into another bank account, or out of this bank account into the Section 17 Corporation Business Development account at Cornerstone Bank. And, of course, the tribal treasurer and tribal chairman are in charge, are authorized to do all of those funds Robert White and Fred Fox. Robert White made the motion, and Fred Fox, of course, second. And they all 7 council members voted in favor of that. So if you want to know what happens to money, then you should ask those guys.
Okay, keep going. Sorry.
Yeah, and just I notice things like that, and like I said, when we're looking through things, there's a lot of money that goes into this rodeo and stuff. And when you look at who wins these prizes, is it people from the reservation or is it people from the outside? Well, I think it's a lot of people from the outside. I very few. There's natives from other reservations, and congratulations to them. I'm glad at least there's somebody taking that money home.
All right. Yeah, I know that is kind of frustrating at times too, but I got to put this name out since you brought Robert White up. He was one of the councilmen that called me, and excuse me, I don't mean to do that. He got in a legal way with B. Judy Brew and Spencer Wilkinson. All right, and the house that belonged to Yolanda Lockwood. We're here, Yolanda. Okay, we're gonna let these guys know that house was taken away from her to put Robert in there, and he's not even there. And he was living in Bismarck. Excuse me, it angers me up. Sorry. Uh,
Well, that's been a thing, long type
Long
of
thing,
thing
and
for
yeah, and this
yeah.
and this B. Let me get down here. The B. Judy Brew. She's got like 50,000 houses now.
Oh, every time they have a housing project, she started out like every one of her children has a house. She has a house, and then that's infuriating and sad because there's a lot of older native people that don't even have a house, or like people that want to come home and that want to come out back from living off reservation all their lives. They would like to go home to a house, but they don't have that opportunity, do they?
And they want to name a building after her and all these other ones and give them special days. New she. I say on that. I'll say it again. New she and new she to you too. All right, go ahead, sis.
Well, I know we didn't. I wanted to touch on something. I'm not sure if we touched on it before, but I'm just kind of concerned too about the Scott Davis. He's a lobbyist for the MHA Nation, and then I noticed where they had renewed one of his consultant agreements, and
Keep going.
they had when they had the people went up against them. They're in court. They tried to Carol Goodbear and them. They went up against them, and they more or less told them, "Oh, this is not your arena. You should go back home." And that was all done too. So
That's for me there. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
there was all that stuff done.
Nope.
And remember that? Do you?
Okay. All right. Yes, I do. Scott Davis, listen up there, bud. Go back and save your own tribe that the Hidatsa gave you land to. You don't speak for me. I got my own damn boys to do that, fool. All right? Quit being the oppressor's little political bunny. Man up for your people, and you're not doing it. All right? And all that. I'm going to say this again. I called their chairman out to get in the boxing ring for me to do it legally, but he don't want to do it. Called out Spencer Wilkinson to do it. They don't want to do it. Everybody's coming at me and their families. No, these guys, the fight is with them. And I'm ready to do it legally and fight for you all that do not have a voice that way too. But it comes down to it. I'm not afraid to get it down. Uh, these guys are getting away with a lot of corruption. Sis, you touched on that Section 17. I'm going to bring that back up. That's Tex Hall, Whitney Belle, which who I'm ashamed of. All those guys, John Stone, all these guys on this that you mentioned on that last one, and Ken Hall, and all these guys, Tex Hall, these guys, what the hell is wrong with you? Now, I don't mean to offend anybody, but you got to understand all these guys that we're calling out are either a Ripkara rescouts or they got half native blood in them. Okay, and they're showing that they're really selling us all out.
It's a
Uh,
wealth transfer.
Wealth transfer. Thank you. And I am sticking up for the true blue new at the Hidatsa that runs deep and blue in me. So, what do you got lined up? Wait, now let me load this horse up. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
You're right on that. We need to really look at all of this stuff. I mean, you might say, oh, they're just being really picking out this and that, but it's so deep. I mean, there's just some of the latest things that we've heard of. and that were brought to our attention. I mean, believe me, we'd rather spend other time doing something else, but nobody is bringing this to anyone's attention. I mean, we can't say anything on the news. You look at MHA Times, that's all cherry picked, and you yourself used to be on KMHA.
All right, I'm gonna hit on that too. I got my relative mad at me because he works over there. I won't mention his name, but I don't like the setup over there. It's all propaganda for them to do their religion, to do their politics, to not have any of anything that is going on. We have what is that? Say that for me, sis. We got
You're grooming these grooming of tribal leaders. They're
yeah,
all kind of in cahoots. They're
yeah,
Fox is following Trump and
yeah.
Borgum, and Al Kyer is right in there with Borgum. She used to work as a lobbyist for MHA Nation. Now we got Scott Davis is our lobbyist. Like, who appoints these people? Like, they're not voted in by us.
No, they're not. They're paid off people. We need to wake up, MHA Nation, younger warriors of my people. Wake up now. I don't care if you're a Rickara, Hadansson, Mandan, whatever other else you got in you. You all need to wake up now. And we're going to hit on this one now. Let me hit on this one. Okay. All right. Frank Whitecalf. You are adopted into that family over there. I'm a young bird. I know the whole damn story. And this Justin Whitecalf, is that his name? Hey, you knock that shit off. You leave my sister alone. If you're a pure machine, you're getting paid with our people's money. Then you go around and cut us down. Don't you think I know? Keep yapping over there. Tell your dad if he wants to come and see me to put his little cheap belt buckles on. I'm here. I have everybody coming after me. You Rickaros need to wake up there. Fanny Perkins ain't happy. You all are hurting each other over there. All going out with one another. I'm not lying. It's the truth. Each and every community, those leaders are laying around with one of their exes, or they're sticking up for them. That's why I call them politic bunnies.
Right? The people said that one thing that I would really concern me was that they said that there's never been so much division in segments, like between segments, like as there ever was before. Like before, there was kind of more or less community, but now it's like, oh, you're this segment or you're that segment, and it's just really toxic.
Well, that goes back to accountability, responsibility. You know, I, I'm just really, I'm not mad or disgusted. I'm ready to tear them up on this stuff because it's not me making this mess. I'm just bouncing on the rope because they're hanging themselves. Trump's gonna go down, guys. It's hard to say. You know, all that they're doing is showing you everything on TikTok, wherever it's at. You know, we have everything in this power now, people back home. I'm not worried about the oppressor and colonizer. I'm worried about what we have left back at home, and these guys are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Just please understand the outlaw Mashiach Okosh and his sister here that we're giving the best. And, sis, what do you got lined up now?
I was just, we're just kind of trying to rehash about that. You got to really look at what's going on back at home, and ask them if they're being accountable. I mean, look, gee, we all know
Well,
they're not, but when is it going to stop now? Like, the trucks are leaving and not coming back to finish all those projects. So what if you have this big multi-million-dollar project, but if it's not finished and completed, nobody will be able to use it. That won't be no. There is no way that will be
well,
happening.
they're doing that with buying land off the reservation to somebody else's name. That's another thing they want me to bring up. All these land sales, and they're doing it down in Vegas, and they want to move down to Vegas, and that guy wants to live like a little mafia. Winter boy, Mark, sell out, Rescott Fox, Austin Gillette, you listen up, fool, you're not done either. All you Don White, we're coming after you all. And down in Twin Buttes, Corey Spotted Bear, you tell your family to leave me alone now, otherwise we'll air out what you guys are all trying to do. All right, we keep airing it out. We're going to bring it to the light. Robert White, You do what you need to do to clean this shit up now. Don't leave me alone. I have my right now. KMHA, clean your shit up over there. Do the right thing from the melodies. Get out and the storytellers. Get that language out. Get that power music out there. Paper, let them know what's going on. MHA Times, come on. What's all wrong with you? I had 25,000 listeners when I left that place. Everybody told me we shut our XM off to listen to you. I'm coming back. And I don't need the 25,000. I'm happy with what I have. Y'all remember now, I'm not doing this to be arrogant, cocky, go around flying around to Cuba, buying prostitutes, trying to say I'm all it, can't man up, trying to have my family hide things. You don't believe me? I'll come and show you all again behind this microphone. I have people watching you. So, listen up, Twin Buttes, Corey Spotted Bear. And all those women over in Twin Buttes that are White Shield that are sticking up for Mark Fox. Keep it up. You guys are making my show humorous. Yeah, KFC must be making money over there in White Shield. So keep it up over there. I got stories on you people like you got stories on me. All right? And I'm going to be real with you people. That's all I can do, and I'm raw and rough and real with you. But also, I have a lot of heart for you all. I love you, even the corrupted ones. They're forgiven in my eyes. They're forgiven in the Creator and the Mother Earth and the ancestors' eyes. But they're not forgiven in their own eyes. They can't handle their guilt, people. And when you can't confront your guilt, it's okay to take money. It's okay to lie. It's okay to go sleep around with them. It's okay to go cheat. It's okay to go cause corruption, religion, whatnot. Holy men, I'm not leaving you out back there, TJ Plenty Chief and Poncho Brady and all you guys that follow them. So, what do you got next?
Oh, I was just wanting to make sure that we touch on the fact that we still don't have the right to vote.
All right.
Off reservation people still don't have the right to vote.
Now, this goes back to Corey Spotted Bear's auntie, Alice Spotted Bear. She was the one that signed off on that. Machi, that Twin Buttes area are full of machines. There's no mandans or the rickaras down there. And it all shows. It all shows. It all shows. I got everyone out there watching everybody down there, and they're selling out. They're all of them. I don't care who. And most of them down there are my mom's Walker side family and my dad's family. And if I have to bring their names out, I'm not ashamed. So we're gonna do it. This John Stone, Wilbur, no, what's his name there? Paul Fredericks is another one. And, a few other ones. That. Are doing this. One of my dad's relatives, he's in his 90s down there, corrupted as hell. And, they letting that colonization take over in them. They're not thinking of their people, selling everything out like that Boyd guy did, and all that stuff. And Corey Spotted Bear having all this buffalo in his backyard, having all these little guides coming from Nebraska, doing something else with that other tribe down there. And he's got all these little earth lodges in front of him and acting like he's all Native American. I'm going to hit on this. If they want to go blood quantum and not, this guy is probably got 1/8, 1/16, and he's sure showing it. And I don't care if it's his mom's family that's mad, his dad's family. I'm just going to say, Nushi, look at the corruption.
Well, yeah, in the case of the white calf, that's adopted and non-native, like that's way out there.
Yes, it is. And, it's hard not to be racial, but we need to wake up, my new with the Hidatsa people. The Rickaras and the Mashis are wiping us out, and it's all in us. I carry it. That's why I speak it. I'm not gonna let that get to me because Lagan's my descendant. He pushed Sitting Bull where they're at, and those Black Hills belong to all of us, not just the Lakota.
But they're not for sale.
Yeah, and they're
At
not for
least they're
sale.
not selling them like
Yeah,
MHA Nation selling water for.
that's where it gets back to why it's hard to be new with the Hidatsa or the gutter who eat the husky, mushi. Um, the natives out here in the outside world, they don't they're against me. I don't even want to tell them where I'm from, but I just say I'm, First Nation. And it's hard sometimes because they know that's going on back there. They say you're a sellout. So that's not me. I didn't sign all that. Tex Hall signed all that. Mark Fox signed all that. All those guys on that, they let that all in. I didn't let it in. I didn't ask for that. I was happy doing my concrete work, my radio work. I was happy making music. And now it's got every member sis fighting over money, land. I don't care who you are. I have it in my own family, people. My own siblings fighting over what dad left us. I'm just putting it behind the microphone now, and I'm doing the best I can, even if it's to one egg a day, And sis, what else do you want to touch on? Because I'll take over.
I just want that to be the most important thing that we come out of this whole discussion is that with all of this corruption and all of this negligence that they are eroding our tribal sovereignty and they're eroding the rights of individual landowners, people like our parents and our grandparents that never sold out. And then now we come to this generation now, and it's just like out of our hands. The Section 17, they have first right of refusal on all reservation land, so they pretty much make bucks off of us at what is that to benefit us. We don't see that. I think they
No,
bought what, a jet, they said. They bought a helicopter. They bought that yacht and all kinds of silly, ridiculous things. I've even heard of them giving, like, Ken Hall had what, $40,000 to go to one night show at.
yeah, we mentioned that last time.
Yeah.
And the Section 17, these guys, Tex Hawk, all these guys, Ken Hall, you guys are embarrassing people, man, for my people. And your machine, remember that now. All right. And Whitney Bow, you remember your machine now, okay? Uh, Mark Fox, and all these guys on that Section 17, you're all machine, or otherwise you're a Rick Ross sellout, okay? I can say that loud and proud now. Because I don't do that to my people. I don't do that to Mother Earth, sell her water. I don't do that to her to drill water line, whatever it is. I don't. She gives me everything. She gives me meat. She gives me firewood. She gives me a home. So TJ Plenty Chief, Corey Spotted Bear, Marty Young Bear, aka so much of the Water Buster bundle. You guys know what you're doing wrong. Go live in those earth lodges then if you're going to be real Hadats or real Nulata. Go on, get in there. Show us. You're buying all of it. You're putting it out there to all the non-natives and making money off of all of that stuff. I'm not afraid of any of you. So, sis, what else you got?
Um, just to watch out for that. I mean, look at where we're headed. I think it's already almost too late because they pretty much not even really worried about answering any of your questions. Like they went into that place. The state of North Dakota can take um, tax from our oil and gas, but yet they don't want to hear our grievances about where is this oil and gas tax going and where is this going and we our right to be heard and represented. They said that wasn't their arena for that, and that concerns me because why are we paying tax then in the first place if we can't appeal to that place where we're paying tax to state.
Well, we're getting taxed 3 times. I don't know where these landowners at. I need you guys. I don't care if we threw down. I don't care whatever it is. And my neighbors, whatever it is, your landowners, that ranch, that farm. Come on, I need you guys to start protesting, start petition, the petition on that. I can't do it. I'm way out here doing this for you all. Put my sides away with you. We threw down on the street and beat each other up. Come on now. Your family, you're fighting over it anyway. Within your own damn family. When you're gonna wake up? So, what else?
Just remember that, like power and prestige is not in amassing wealth, but assuring that it's shared amongst the whole nation. That's not happening here.
Very true. Very true. Okay, you pretty much got everything wounded up. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I do not know what time we have or anything like that, but we're going to go on and, this is a lot of information for you all out there, and we're going to do our best to get it out tonight, whatever it is. But just hang in there, keep dropping dimes on us. We'll get it out there for you. That's the story behind the title of this show, dropping dimes for the MHA people that do not have a voice. The outlaw has lost his teeth fighting by my own relative. My mom said this: leave him alone now. It will come back on him. What do we say when karma comes about? What do we say? Reap what you sow. Look at him. Wake up now. Ancestors are showing you through me, through behind this microphone and my sister's microphone, to make you guys stand up now. If you all want to hear that song by Ice Cube, well, you better start standing up and everything. Y'all want to get up there and rap and talk all this and be all this, I take sweats and I do all that. Well, hey, this warrior's calling y'all out now. He needs your help. Put your war paint on. Get on your Zhishka. Help him out. Help his sister out. We are on our last hope, you people. I did not want to turn out to be like this, but protest, go ahead and picketing in front of the tribal building, getting that awareness, getting that petition up, and all that. That's our last stand, people. And it's your future generations, my younger ones. It's your children. All right? The ones younger than me that text me, that visit with me. Okay, we need you now. It's your children, your grandchildren, anyone that's below me, 50 on down. It's your life, not mine. And these guys are really tearing it up, people. So, you want to end the show? Pretty much? We're
We're
good?
good.
Yeah.
I was just taking your cue because I mean, like I'm kind of not sure where we left off from our
Well,
old
yeah, well,
tapes and stuff like that. But it's pretty much the same. It's like beating a dead horse. It's like you're just seeing a bleeding of all this money. It started like in like 23, like really coming out where they were taking more of those drawdowns, and then 24 is where remember we went through that whole
yeah,
thing
that whole thing.
of each resolution where they were taking out all the money.
Yeah, well, you guys, if you don't understand what we're talking about, what we mentioned, go back to our episodes on YouTube on Dropping Dimes. Look it up, if you don't understand. Um, I've been waiting for Red All to call me. I don't know what the heck's going on with them, so we're just moving on forward. I can't wait on anybody because I have people that really want me to fight for them out there. And if you guys want to fight along, you guys know my number. We gave you that number. Other Native Americans that love this, what we're doing, and coming out there and giving you guys the real of the real, we're here. We're not going to be denying anything. We're taking the negative, we're taking the positive, and we're going to all bring it to the light for you all. You all believe in sage, cedar, sweetgrass. You all believe in your ancestors and start doing their work for them then. It's all on your children and your grandchildren. It's all on you now, you guys. I'm doing the best I can. I got to go back into the mountains and heal because everybody wants me to come home now. And that's not good because they'll be waiting at the reservation line to throw me in. And by God, I'm going to call those societies out again. Black Moth, you guys are showing off. Knock it off. Um, all of you elders that are siding with these guys and sticking up for them, knock it off. You know what's right. All the ones that are coming at me sideways, saying all these posts on my Facebook, hey, come on, man. You're making all our people looking bad. And the ones that are out here really doing it, working hard for their gifts and their talents, instead of riding around bikes with little pointy boots on, acting like, oh, they're cocky and arrogant. No, we're doing it. I'm not buying prostitutes with my money. I'm putting it behind this microphone. And I'm proud of that. And I don't care what you do or what you say, many of you. I'm here for my people without a voice. Anything else, sister?
No, I just pray for all those that go against this message because it's for the people. be proud of what you got. Be proud of what you took, and be proud of your actions because it's all in black and white.
Ow! Hey, whoa, whoa, wowie, 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 wowie. Hell yeah, y'all be proud of that corruption. Yeah, hell yeah. Hey, whoa, 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 let's get the hell out of here. All right, Uncle. We're doing the best we can for you all out there. And, yeah, you ones that are coming at me sideways with this greed and everything, you be proud of your greed now. You be proud of your curse that you put on all your people. You be proud of all that because I am, and I'm going to come at you. I'm not slowing down now. Any of you Native Americans out there that are negative towards me, you guys all need to go look into your own world of corruption back home on your reservations. That's all I can give you guys because I'm I'm not here for any of you. I'm here for these ancestors. They say, look at the little ones, the purest things before they know this corruption. They know all of this. Look at how pure they are. You don't get that, do you? No, you don't. I advise you guys to listen to Paul Ortega, Four Ways. That really helps me understand I'm fighting within me. And all these good things. And, this is going to be aired on the Outlaws Hideout. Sis, let's touch on some stuff a little bit before we close down. That, I'm so proud of you on that first quilt you're doing for us. And let's mention that. Let's get some of that out because you've been working. Geez, I don't know. It's been a while. You've
Oh
been
yeah, so I'm pretty sure everyone knows that we fund all this with our own money. We put our oil blood money to work. And so it's not enough to live on that and then also try to get all this out there. So I've been doing quilts, and then I've been painting on the fabric. And so be ready, trying to get some of the first quilts out there, and then we'll use those quilts to fundraise for future projects. And I really like the radio station, and I want that to continue.
Yeah, we got a lot of Native American music out there, and we're gaining more, and we're gonna gain more after this episode of Dropping Dimes. Um, sis, dropping dimes in the Outlaws Hideout. For all the hell raising we did, here we are behind the microphone. And we're doing the best thing to do is give them some outlawism of the Native American ancestors of the New Hadassah, Shawnee, Itahusky world of what we've been both brought up on, and all that. And once again, people, uh, we're gonna end the show and support us. I want to say this too. When my sister gets the fundraising up with those quilts, we're gonna do beanies, caps, and sweaters. And we're every quilt that she decides what to do with, we'll have a cap, beanie, and something with it. Okay, I can't say all because I'll be broke too. So, all right, but nakbagaho. If you don't understand that, that means all the people. Don't matter where you are from. Don't matter on this show. Niwa Gittishins, that means I love you. I love you, okay? Even the corrupted ones, I love you. I grew up with you back home. We're going into this elderly stage of our life. Are we going to keep showing our children corruption? Or are we going to go back to the old ways of our world? You younger ones, this prayer is also for you that say the old ways. New, she start doing it then. All right. Now, this prayer that I'm showing you guys, the ancestors are flowing as much as they can with the love of it. They say, tell them that you love them. Tell them it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to cry. It's okay to show those things. Don't let no one deny your gift and your talents. Go daydream. Go. Go live your world. Don't be afraid no more. We have a voice for you. He's here behind the microphone. We love you all. You remember now, there's the dark of it too. You all keep screwing up back over there. You're hurting your own people. When you're gonna stop? I'm here. I'm here, and when your time comes to the spiritual side, corrupted ones of Fred Fox, Corey Spotted Bear, Sherry, Turner, Lone Fight, Monica Mayer, Mervyn Packin, Robert White, Spencer Wilkinson, Pat Packin, Poncho Brady, TJ Plenty Chief, Mark Fox, all of you that follow, I will be at that door if I go before you, and I will open it up for you. You will be there until you realize how much corruption and death is going on our reservation. I am here. The Dark One is going to show you. You keep messing up. You need to wake up now. All right, sister. I'm done behind the microphone now for my people. We did the best we can.
Yes. Well, thank you for listening, and we look forward to hearing from you.
Well, I'm gonna go buy a bunch of wood and or go up. Well, what do you call them? Cords. There we go. Out here in Idaho, we got to buy cords. Uh, Mad Dog. I got to bring his name in here before we shut down, guys. I'm sorry. I get when that story telling me, but Mad Dog, you listen up, brother. Neil will get his shits, man. You're my brother, man. I love you. All right, you remember that now. And let's go cut some firewood down and get that sweat going. I got a 7-day sweat to do. Okay. Yeah, Mad Dog Ken McIntyre. Hey, man, your little brother here, he sure likes it, and I sure love you guys out there. All of you non-natives that are listening to us on Outlaws Hideout and Dropping Dimes, don't forget, we love you. Niwa Gadisha, you're not alone. Spirituality's for all of us. Come dabble in it now. Put down everything out you got learned and come research it. Some of us Jubilant written natives, we want to share that with you. We don't want money. We don't want nothing. We want to live with Mother Earth and the Creator and all the ancestors. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing at all.
And we're gonna let you guys all go. And my prayers are all over the world right now for everything and everyone. Once I get behind this microphone, the switch goes on, and I think you know it pretty much because I'm bipolar behind the microphone. I'm all of it behind the microphone.
Well, it's been a while for you to be back here, and like there's so many things that you get a lot more feedback than I do because I've been pretty much keeping my phone on silent. Haven't been doing anything because it's too much for me to do all the other stuff besides research. Well, most of that.
Well, we're taking monetary gifts too to make the station happen. They wanted me to mention that, and we'll get the website up and everything on it on that dropping dimes
Oh
on the rate
yeah,
on the
we
rate.
did. We get our first one. We got $100 from this very generous person. I don't feel at liberty to give out the name yet, but we do have a lot of generous people that have helped us out.
They're listening to us, people. And I'm the power and thunder behind the microphone for my people that don't have a voice on MHA Nation. We need you to wake up, the tribal workers. Don't be shy now. You have a voice. I understand that you have to work there. You have families to take care of. But enough is enough now. We need to do something, people. My sister says it, and I don't like to say it because I'm a fighter. We might be too far in that. But for some reason, the fight is still there. I was hiding in the mountains, and you knew I was. When all this came back, so that's the ancestors. They're not done with me yet. They're the only ones that are going to truly love me. No companion, no one. Not even my own children can love me the way they do. That's how powerful I am to my ancestors. And if the curse is set and these guys hurt me or take my life, my ancestors will show me the beautifulest love ever. And that's all waiting for you if you get it right. So I'm going to leave you as that now. My prayer is done. I kept it kind of cool. I'm kind of glad. I was ready to blow up again after some of the stuff I didn't even know. But, okay, sis, you want to say anything to anyone before we go?
No, I just love my family and love all my relatives. Name of shits.
Hey. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to shut it down. This is the episode of Dropping Dimes. The ancestors and the elders and the voiceless have came and found the outlaw and his sister. And so we got it on now, people. I have laced my gloves up. I have sparred my partners that have given me this information. I came into the studio, which is my boxing ring. I'm sitting here with my trainer. My cut man is Mad Dog. My carrier of the ice bucket, he's behind the microphone over here doing our work for us. I'm a boxer. They always say boxers go in there and do it alone. No, I can't do it alone without these people. So there's a fighter within me to get behind the microphone to give you all the jabs, the hooks, the uppercuts, and the knockout punch. Well, we're on our knockout punch, people. We need your help now. You're the ones that have that knockout punch. I am the jab. I am the hook. I am the uppercut. I am the one that bobs and weaves for you. Now dance on them and knock them out, please, if you're a true fighter. Oh, okay, sis. I'm done. That's it. Go ahead, people. Niwa Giddishins.